I was 8, 9 years old when the war started. All I remember is that when we were leaving, Bosnia to go back to our grandma's, all I took with me was a racket.
Don't let challenges take you down. And we don't look at the negatives in life, we look at the positives. And that's what makes this tennis class so great.
So I'm originally, I would say, I'm from ex-Yugoslavia, but I was born in Croatia, so all the countries kind of split apart because of the war. Our lives were amazing. My mom is a pharmacist, and she was a director of a pharmacy, and then my dad was an actor, so we would kind of have to travel a little bit for his job. Basically, it was a religious war because Yugoslavia used to have Muslims, Catholics and Orthodox living, and so the conflict there just arose, and the religions wanted to split and people wanted to split, and so your neighbor became your worst enemy in some cases, and so they wanted to get out. So my dad had a brother and a cousin in Germany, so he went straight there. My mom came to pick us up. All I remember is that when we were leaving, Bosnia to go back to our grandma's, all I took with me was a racket. So we just went for Australia or US, and we got the US. So we ended up, when he went to his interview, he was watching Sleepless in Seattle. So that's how we got here. I just feel like tennis has given me so much in life, and I think it's one way, I don't think about my job being a job necessarily, because I get to, play with Jim, you'll meet him later, and I get to spend my time teaching kids and adults, and just, it's putting smiles on their faces as well, which is kind of a nice thing.
I started playing tennis back in 2005. My daughter got me started, and I've been playing for several years. And then in 2015, in March, I had a triple bypass. I got through that great, and then I started having small seizures, and we thought it was related to the heart. Found out it wasn't, and so they sent me in for an MRI, and they said, Jim, you have glioblastoma, and it's bad. So after the surgery, I kind of had to drop out of tennis for a while. And then after a bit, I started coming back, and everybody in this group and Sonia treated me great. And I came back, and even after being sick, I had one of my better games, and they're very competitive, we all are. And they said, that's enough of being Mr. Nice to Jim. So anyway, little by little, I got my strength back, and a few months later, my oncologist was really good on cancer research, and there was a test that came out, and they picked 16 people in the United States, and I got to be one of those. And out of that 16, I'm the only one that had positive results. Everybody else has gone on, and I've been so blessed that mine went away. Don't let challenges take you down. Look at the positive side. Regardless what happens, and I think sometimes when you go through turmoil like that, you have a different view, and it's to be happy and be positive and be thankful for the things you have. It's like Sonia, the things she went through. I think that's why she's such a positive person, is because she's been through some tough things. I've been through the tough things. And we don't look at the negatives in life, we look at the positives. And that's what makes this tennis class so great.
This group has been together for a long time. We've got great camaraderie, and Sonia's so good in trying to teach us to be better tennis players.
A lot of it's Jim, because he introduced me to the club, and told me to take some lessons with this guy, and that was like 30 years ago, and I've been coming ever since.
We managed to kind of combine having fun and being competitive at the same time, and it's kind of the camaraderie and just the laughs too.
Well, we have fun every single time. I mean, they're all characters.
We laugh and we have a good time.